Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Tip Tuesday. Welcome, Ryan, my awesome co-host.
Thanks, Katie. Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, so both you and I love the Arizona heat, right? Like, that's why we live here. We love the sunshine, we love the heat, but when you need to be out house hunting, it can sometimes be a little uncomfortable when it's like 120 out and you're traipsing in and out of 10, 15, 200 houses, right, Ryan? So here at Team EvoAZ, of course, we partner up with Ryan. We love working with him. He's part of the team. We don't want you guys to be out in the heat for nothing. So we want to share some tips on how you can stay out of the heat, do most of your research and most of your work at home in the AC. And that way, when you get out and you are looking at property in 110, 115, 120, if you happen to be shopping in the summertime, and you're not spending all of your time looking at duds and things that won't work, things that you can't buy. So let's start at the beginning because it always starts with Ryan. Talk to us about getting pre-qualified and how they can stay out of the heat and do so.
Yes. If you're really looking to go house hunting, get out in that heat, you can't go empty-handed, really. And what that means is that you need to have a pre-qualification letter from a lender before shopping for the home and spending all the time out there just doing that kind of legwork up front in the air conditioning home, really. So this is very important because, if you find your dream home and you want to make an offer, a pre-qualification letter really tells the seller and the listing agent of that property that you do qualify to get a mortgage for the price of the home. They won't accept your offer usually without this. The only exception is if you could buy the home cash and provide proof of funds for a cash purchase. But if you don't have the cash, and you need a mortgage, the first step is to really get your pre-qualification letter by taking a mortgage application with a mortgage lender. It's a really easy process. It's usually done online. It takes about 10 minutes to fill out your application. If you don't want to do it online, you could do it over the phone. You just really take your full name, date of birth, social security number, work history, income, assets. And once this all is submitted, the lender will really check credit, check your income, liabilities, and really determine your max approval amount. Now, this is enough to get you a pre-qualification letter. But for many sellers, this isn't enough. And you know this, Katie, especially here in Arizona, really, because the pre-qualification letter, it will disclose how much information the mortgage lender received. If we just took your application and credit, or if we collected and reviewed everything, pay stubs, W-2s, bank statements. So to have a really strong pre-qualification letter, and to make your offer strong, providing these documents is really important because the application only tells us part of the story. But getting the pay stubs, W-2s, tax returns, it really allows us to get a lender or actually a mortgage underwriter to double check all the numbers to make sure everything matches your application. And once this is reviewed, a full pre-qualification letter is issued, which shows all the documents have been received and approved. So the sellers basically know we won't have issues getting a mortgage in the long run once things are in process, once we're getting inspections and appraisals. So it's very important having this before starting the home buying process, getting out there with your realtor, Katie, and getting in the heat and starting to make offers and everything. So that's the first step.
I completely agree. It's pretty heartbreaking. We've both been around for the same amount of time, couple of decades. We're not going to date ourselves, outside of that. But it's pretty heartbreaking for somebody to spend that amount of time, find a property they fall in love with, perhaps do it at 120 degrees, which can tend to be a bit uncomfortable after a while, only to find out that they are not fully qualified to purchase this home. What a bummer.
Yes, absolutely. We hate to see that. It's heartbreaking, especially it's such an emotional thing when you find that dream home. You want to make an offer, you get excited, but if you don't have that letter in hand and you can't do it, it could be really heartbreaking for our buyers.
I absolutely agree. And so just for our audience out there who maybe hasn't done this before, maybe it's been a while since they have done it, gone are the days when you have to walk into Ryan's office physically and bring your paperwork physically, right?
Oh man, I haven't done that in almost 15 years now. Yeah, everything is really done online over the phone. We very rarely as a lender meet with many of our clients. It's all done very easily on our website, uploading your documents, PDF files. We have a secure link to do that. Signing everything is electronic. So it's all very easy nowadays. They made really streamline the process to get your documents submitted, get your paperwork signed, and get your loan closed.
Awesome. Yeah. And I'm always so impressed with how quickly our clients get pre-qualified with you because, that's not necessarily the exciting part. Like, I'm sorry, Ryan, but the exciting part is when they're back with me and where
Yes.
property. Like, that's the exciting part. So I am always so grateful to you for how quickly you get our clients properly qualified so that I know that they are ready to go out and run through these homes at 120 degrees. And I'm willing to do that with them when they work with Ryan. And I know.
So we know they're ready. They have that full pre-qualification letter. And when they find that dream home with you, Katie, that you're ready to go and make that offer.
Exactly. So real quick before we go, what is the best website for our audience to access to submit an application to you, Ryan?
Yeah, we try to keep it really easy. My company's Your Best Mortgage because we could provide that. We're a small company. We go direct. So we're really able to offer the lowest rates and the best programs. So we just, our website is yourbest.com. It's yourbest.com. You can see our reviews, learn about myself and my team. And there's also an apply now button there. You just click it, takes you to the application. It all comes to me. I get notified and I review it same day for you. And if everything looks great, I could let your realtor, Katie, know and send that pre-qualification letter. So we try to make it quick and easy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for helping to keep our clients cool in oh so many ways, Ryan. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, Katie.
All right, guys, if you want to check out any of our previous Tip Tuesday episodes, we have a ton of them. Hop on over to our YouTube channel. It is at Team EvoAZ, and that is our handle. Scroll down just a little ways. You will see the Tip Tuesday playlist. Hint, hint, we also have it in podcast format right at the top of the page if you are on that YouTube homepage. If you prefer to listen versus watch, then on your favorite podcast platform, you can access us there too. Just do a quick search for Arizona Real Estate Radio. There you will find us. We'll see you next week, Ryan.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Looking for the right home loan can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Ryan Gilliam, an Arizona native with 20 years of experience helping families find the best mortgage solution for their needs. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, I make the process simple, stress-free, and tailored just for you. I help you access better rates, offer guidance tailored to your goals, and make the mortgage approval process easier every step of the way. Your best mortgage starts with the right partner. Let's make your home goals happen. Reach out today.